Welcome to Read the Factory Manual. This is finally a restoration video. I know I've been doing a lot of unboxings and other kinds of videos. I got to get stuff. I got to figure it out. So this car I got at a garage sale here in Las Vegas. And I thought this would be the first one I would restore. This car is a 1999 McDonald's Happy Meal car. So it came from a Happy Meal. I'm sure it made some kid happy. It made me happy. For those of you who don't know, in 1979, Happy Meals were introduced by McDonald's. And then in 1983, they got together with Mattel to introduce Hot Meals in their Happy Meals. This one is from 1999. And this is number 9. And they introduced this car. This car came out, for about 4 different runs that I could tell from McDonald's in different colors and different decal. So this is the one I want to restore. I don't have the Spectraline paint, so I'm really not worried about that. I do have a chrome pin, so I can fix some of the chrome. So the first step we're going to do is drill out the rivets, take out that screw there, and see what's inside. So let's get started with that. All right, here we go. Let's get this in the vise. I'll get the vise pretty level. I like how that is. As you can tell, this is my first one I have drilled out. So we're learning along with everybody else who hasn't done this before. All right. I have a drill bit that's a little bit smaller than the hole. Hopefully it is the right size. Here we go. I think I'm going to need a bigger drill bit. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's see if this comes off. I think I'm going to need to get that screw out of there first. Let's give that a shot. All right, I got one of these handy dandy things here. That might work. Okay, screwdriver. Look at that. I got it apart. Wow, it seems heavier without the stuff on. Isn't that interesting? All right, so what do we got? Let's clean this up. All right, here it is, all apart. I did it. I got it apart. It's a miracle. The first one that I have taken apart. I'm so excited. Plastic base, because first one, I didn't want to ruin a good one. So there's that base. We'll get that cleaned up. Here is the motor right there. That's not a big deal. Got our wheels. They're in pretty good shape. I may have to straighten out the axles a little bit. Polish them up. They'll be good. I got the glass here. The glass is in good shape. I'm going to put this in the ultrasonic cleaner to get it cleaned up and all the dirt and everything loosened up, and then I will polish it. And then finally, the car. Look at that. They try to make a steering wheel in there and some seats. Zoom in and take a look at this car. We got some stuff. The paint comes off with a scraper, like a plastic scraper. It isn't on there very good. See, it scrapes right off. I don't think I'm going to have a hard time getting the paint off of this thing. So that is a good thing. And yeah, there it is. Not much to it, but it's the first one. All right, let's get it cleaned up, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like. All right, I got 4 ounces here from the Keurig. That's hot water. And we will find our great and wonderful Dawn dishwashing soap. That's Dawn. Put in some room temperature water, that way I don't melt the plastic. Don't want to do that. We'll see how it works. Alright, that was 3 minutes in there. Let's see how it looks. Oh, not bad. Not too bad at all. We do have some scratches on it, but it did clean up pretty good. I think all I have to really do is polish it in order to get a good glass on there. So that's a good sign. See how the motor came out. Alright, there's the motor, cleaned up pretty good. I just have the one little bad spot right there. I don't know if the chrome pin is going to fix that or not. If it doesn't, I will strip it and we'll paint it something. The bottom, really nothing to write home about, but it's clean. Not bad. The wheel's coming out pretty good, which is good because I don't have any extra wheels. And then this last piece here is a little screw, and I'm going to replace this with an M2 or an M3 instead of this weird screw. So there we have it. It is cleaned. So the next step on the list is I want to get a good photograph of the paint that's on there, and I want to go ahead and scan it with the paint scanner so that I can get what color it is and how to mix it. So we'll get that next. I'll go with the paint program right there. I'm happy with that. All right, so there's our mix in order to get this color. So we will try to do that. We need a little bit of black, lots of blue, lots of green, some black. And I have green, blue, and black. So we'll try to get that mixed before I strip off the colors. Next, what we're going to do is strip the paint off. Well, now we're going to match the color, then strip the paint off. All right. Save the photos. All right, so I got the paint saved, and let's try to mix that. Or blue. I don't think I've mixed up enough paint. Oh, when I thin it, it'll be That's looking better. Put a drop of black in there. It's really close now. All right, I'm going to go with that. Maybe a lid. I'm going to go with one more drop of blue in there. And one more drop of black. Yep, I like it. I like it. Looks good to me. Fantastic. All right, all right. Now, we will set this aside. Now that I have the color I want, we will strip that car. All right, we are back from stripping the paint off. I used the orange stripping stuff and I just cleaned it off with a toothbrush in the sink. So here we are. Now I have just a little bit left to do. I have some picking to do here. It's really in pretty good shape. I still haven't, I have not drilled and tapped the back yet. I probably should do that soon, but I want to get this done first. I'll sand that scratch out I just put in. Oops. I need to get that secondary camera on the other side. Oh well. Alright. I think that looks pretty good. Now I got to drill that out. So I need to see if that is wide enough. I don't know if it is. I don't think that's going to be long enough to drill. So I'll just file it down or grind it down. And so let's see. Let's get out one of our great drill bits. Here's the tap and the drill bit. And yeah, well, we can give it a try and see what happens. What the heck? You only live twice, right? Get a little smarter. Now what I want to do is I want to see how one of these screws look. I want to see, yeah, that's a 4mm M2 4mm screw. You can see, just about right. Yay. All right, now we need to get this in there and, oh yeah, okay, great, I can do that. Get some oil, put it on there. Now we're going to try to pretty soft. I don't know if I'm going to need the end or not. Yeah, I am. Alright. I got one of these. You go in, Back it up. And some more. Back it off. Alright, let's see if it worked. A little bit more, not much. Alright. Oh. Here, let's see if it fits. Hopefully it'll fit. Look at that. Whew! I'm going to keep it in. Well, I need to take it out. I need to clean all the oil and everything out. I guess that's why they do that before the paint's dripping. Makes sense to me now. All I have to do now is figure out how to paint the darn thing. Alright, now I'm going to polish the windshield up. See how that comes out. I've seen a lot of different people use a lot of different polishes. I'm going to go with the aluminum and mag polish to start and see how that works. They said you keep polishing until it makes a noise. Too bad. Not too good, but not too bad. All worked out. I think I'm going to switch to the Dremel. Alright. I'll put the polish on there. On the first one. Not bad. A little bit more. I think what I'm going to try is the McGuire's plastic polish. Let's see how that works. Alright, here we go. That is pretty good. All right, I have the windshield all clean and polished, and now we're ready to pledge it. So we will figure out how I want to pick this up, probably like this. A little bit of bubbles in there. Stick it on a paper towel. And then they say to put this on the top to keep the dust away from it. No idea how long that'll take. But I'll clean up, everybody clean up. right, back from the garage into the workshop. We just finished primer. Take a look at this thing. I saw a few little blemishes on there that I want to take care of. I have some crap right here and a few other spots. So I'm going to use 1000 grit and I'm going to wet sand this and then hit it again with some more primer. And that should take care of it. We've made it to white glove time. It's time to reassemble the double cross Hot Wheel that was included in the McDonald's Happy Meals. I have it all painted, I have the windshield restored, I have the engine re-chromed, and I have new wheels ready to go on it. So without further ado, let's assemble this thing. We'll start with throwing the engine in, obviously, because it needs to go in. Here we go. Let's see, is it in all the way? Yeah. The engine in there. Get the wheels on. Throw the base on there. The first screw in there. That's the 1.5 millimeter. Of course, I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's all right. I need these Hot Wheels should stand up to play. Put on the windshield. Off camera, I painted the middle of the windshield to match the body, and then I redunked the thing into the floor wax. The rest of it. That's really tight, isn't it? Oh, I made a mistake. I should have put the window in before screwing the bottom on. Look at me making mistakes. Learning all the time I am. There we go. Voila. Now we shall screw this thing up. It doesn't like that, does it? There it goes. Let's push those up quite a bit. What's going on? I guess most people reassemble their Hot Wheels once. off camera. Let's take a look. Looks like those got bent when I tried to put it in the wrong way. There we go. That's more better. These have been the best Allen wrench drivers I've found. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to these in the show notes for you in case you're interested. I have gone through a couple sets of different ones, drivers, and actually lost my 2.5 millimeter and bought a different one thinking it was better, but it wasn't. So I ended up buying a whole nother set. These are so good. I've had them for a couple years now. Finally, the 2.5 millimeter in there. Hold on the glass. And there we go. There it is. The Double Cross Hot Wheel, all repainted. Now, like I said before, this is my first attempt at restoring a Hot Wheel, Matchbox, Tonka, what have you. It's my first attempt. And I think I did pretty good. I will say, though, that the clear coat that I put on it sure didn't, the paint didn't like it. It started to wrinkle up on the inside. And as I feel the clear coat isn't, I guess the clear coat is wrinkled a little bit. So I'm going to have to try a different clear coat on that. But I'm going to keep it the way it is. I'm not going to redo it because I'm interested to see how far I come in doing these videos and how different the cars look over time. So that's what I'm interested in seeing, how much better I've become at this. So there you go. This is the Double Cross. I hope you like it. I like the gold wheels. I think the gold goes well with the green. And I hope you subscribe, like, let me know your comments, and I can't wait to get started on the next one. The next one I'm going to do will be a classic Matchbox. I haven't quite decided which classic Matchbox I want to redo. It's not perfect in any way, but hopefully with time they'll get there. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe.